Sir, but your government is not sitting across the table. General Qureshi said no. The problem is that I'd like to go back to Karachi because General Qureshi and Syed Tariq Pirzada...
Give me 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, I don't see any reason for asking me to be here tonight.
Mr. Chaudhry, I am coming back to you right now.
This is terrible. You know, why did you invite me?
Arif Chaudhry,
don't want to listen to me.
Mr. Chaudhry, I would certainly come to you right away. I just wanted, because you can answer, General Qureshi can answer, and Syed Tariq Pirzada can answer. My point is simply this. Am I to throw away all the Pakistani media reports that have taken the names of our men?
Participant, and you know, you please allow us something to be said on our part also.
Sir, exactly. Mr.
First of all, I have my serious reservations to this issue that, you know, the panelists cannot decide the fate of any person, who is prisoner of war, even because I would like to go along with Mr. Jaswal Singh, who has been badly accused by the panelist due to a mistake of somebody else. So I agree that on humanitarian level, this is an issue which should not be brushed aside, and we should not close our eyes. But if this has to be taken, it has to be taken at the government level.
Sure, take it up. That is the point.
There is silence.
No, that is the point. One second. Mr. Arif Chaudhry.
Don't approach their government.
Mr. Arif Chaudhry, 1 minute, sir. Mr. Chaudhry, 1 minute. Can I request our panelists to give me a minute? Can I come in a minute? I want to go to Karachi, but before that, one of our panelists, the Vice Chairman of the Indian Ex-Servicemen Movement, General Sadbir Singh, says, I can present some irrefutable proof. So I want him to present the proof, then I will go to Karachi for a reaction. So, General Sadbir Singh, present the proof on the News Hour tonight. You say you have irrefutable proof, present it.
Yes. When I say this, my friends in the Pakistan should understand, when we are appealing to you, General Jaswal, Anil Kaul, G.D. Bakshi, I have told you that we are soldiers of each country. And there is an irrefutable evidence available. There is one gentleman called Sukhdev Singh.
Okay.
Now, he happened to be working in a jail, and there he met Jaspal Singh of the Punjab battalion, whose 5 people were captured on the 3rd, 4th December. Now, he narrated the whole story. This gentleman came back and told the wife of Jaspal Singh, who was the prisoner. They stay in Ropa. Their address is available. In 2010, he said 2 more friends of his who were also captured along with him in Hussainiwala are available. Now, these people, if they are available in Oman, in Masira Island, this can be again seen on ground. This is the evidence which is available, and all the details have been given. That Jaspal Singh has given the details of the account of battle. Now, how can that be there? If such evidence is available, then there is an independent evidence available of the 2 people who came from Canada. They are not our people. They visited Pakistan, and they have met these people, and they said 11 people are there in the next room. And they heard a voice which said that we are prisoners of war for last 35 years dead, when they met in 2003. Now, what else is required? We are only saying soldiers fight for their country. Don't say it is not possible or it is ridiculous. Why call names to each other?
Okay, fine. Okay, now General Qureshi, I have limited time on the satellite link. I invite General Qureshi and Syed Tariq Pirzada to respond. Sir, what comes across to me is the level of detailed information which is now being presented, sir. Why cannot the Pakistanis simply open up the investigation? That's all. Open it up, discuss it, and if a cover-up has happened, expose the cover-up.
I am so glad. All right. All right, here is the answer. All right, Arnab, here is the answer. If you believe, and if the Indian media believes, if all the panelists believe, and if the general believes that those Indian prisoners are in the state of Oman, I have a news for you. India has great relations for the state of Oman. India is a big power of the Indian Ocean. Why don't they put some political and military pressure and get their men out? And if that is not correct, that means somebody is cooking up these facts to cover the issue of Sanaullah, the Pakistani prisoner who has just been attacked, and you guys are changing the issue again and again. Prisoners of war, if you have a problem, raise this issue with the government of Pakistan. But here on this show, this word irrefutable is a word of law, and I don't know if the general truly knows the meaning of it.
Sir, what only thing which comes across is simply this.
Yes, I know it.
That the very simple fact is this, sir, that there is a charade of humanitarian considerations which was exposed when an Indian POW was discovered in Kaman. So why should we believe the 2007 exercise where you allowed Indian families to check Pakistani prison? That was a cover-up job. I can equally argue back to you, sir. That point is very simply being made here. Have a joint investigation and open up. Let the facts be presented before an international adjudicator. The charge is on the Pakistani government. General Rashid Qureshi, would you like to please respond to the fact that 17 examples have been presented in the course of the show? 17 specific instances of announcements in your media about the capture of Indian soldiers. Are you saying to me, sir, that all the announcements in Pakistan radio in the course of the 1971 war were also a bunch of lies to your own people by your own media?
Arnab, I think you may be in a better position to comment on that, because I don't know what Radio Pakistan announced in 1971, and I don't have that fantastic a memory to remember what Radio Pakistan said in 1971. But what was just proved here, that you said, and one of the panelists said, that there were 7 Indian prisoners of war roaming around in Oman. It's such a ridiculous statement. Why don't you get them back then from Oman? And we said this, India can do that, I am sure, but just to satisfy the panelists here, there is no reason why the Indian government and the Pakistan government can't get together. And if you seriously, and if the Indian government seriously believes this, they can have an investigation of all prisons in Pakistan, and if they find an Indian prisoner, and we've been saying this, Musharraf has been saying this for the last 10 years now. Why hasn't the Indian government responded or reacted? I will tell you why. Now this is a conjecture.
Because you don't allow them to see it. Because you don't allow them to go there.
Deep in their heart of hearts,
because you don't allow them to go there.
Correct. However, it's a point that they can raise from time to time to whip Pakistan, and like the gentleman here said, cover what they want to hide.
Sir, you are still saying that, General Rashid Qureshi, you came to India during the 2001 Agra summit. Sir, I remember, General Qureshi, I remember being a reporter in 2001 Agra summit. And you may not remember, but I remember asking you a couple of questions. And during the 2001 Agra summit, President Musharraf said there are no Indian POWs. But I just proved to you in the course of the show that Sepoys Jagzeer Singh and Muhammad Arif, captured in the Kargil war, were in your jails and released in 2004. So why should I accept all the rejections that you are throwing today that no Pakistani prisoner exists? It has been proven that the Pakistanis in the past said something contrary and were proven to be wrong.
You have so many
Arnab, I want to
contradictions.
I am presenting fact after fact tonight on the show, sir. Damayanti Tambe wants to say something to you. 1 minute. Damayanti Tambe. Mrs. Tambe wants to say something to you tonight. Reopen this case. Damayanti Tambe.
And then you expect an
Arnab, I just want to put one fact on record that in 2007 when we went to Pakistan, and it has been mentioned a few times just now, that we were allowed to see the jails. No. Other than the Kot Lakhpat, where a bunch of Indian prisoners were assembled and we could see them. And other than that, we were only allowed up to the room of the jailer. We were not allowed inside the jails. Although that was the arrangement that we would see the jails, and in case, by any chance, the Indian prisoners have not been identified correctly, that would give us an opportunity to identify them and bring them back. That was the arrangement. However, once we were there, we were not allowed inside the jails. We were only allowed up to the room of the jailer, and we were allowed to see the jail records of the last 40 years, which were written all in Urdu, so it was as good as not either seeing the records or the prisoners who were there. Through this channel, I want to put this record on, this fact on record. Please.
Okay, now just last word to General Jaswal. We've heard all sides, General Jaswal. We don't want to be rhetorical on this. But the reason we are picking up this case is because the government of India seems to be waking up finally after the Sarabjit case. What kind of sustained pressure is now required?
In Pakistan, you see, in Pakistan, we will see what you show us. If you don't show us, we will not come to know of it. Let there be a new chapter. Let Pakistan have a resolve. If these people are there, please return them. Whatever has happened, just forget it. But please show us, because we will only see what you show us. We have to, from our government side, we are putting enough pressure, but till the time we don't have a resolve from Pakistan, and in the same tone, I'm saying, if in case you feel that any of your people are here, still held as prisoners and they've not been declared, which I don't believe, but well, for the sake of argument, if they're there, please give the names to us. The agencies will investigate, and I can assure you, we'll be transparent enough to bring up anyone who somehow, because of mistaken identity or whatever it is, he's not been declared or whatever it is. I can assure you our government will definitely, but kindly have a similar resolve. Let's not throw rhetoric the way we are saying, you did this, so we will do this, we did this, so you do that. I mean, sorry. Let's move forward. Let's move with the mature world which is there, and let these people live with dignity on their motherland, that is our country. Send them back.
Auria Maqbul Jan, Arif Chaudhary, General Qureshi, Syed Tariq Pirzada, Damayanti Tambe, Colonel Kaul, General Sadbir Singh, General Bakshi and General Jaswal. I thank you very much for joining me on the News Hour tonight. But just before I go, I want to ask one question to Mrs. Tambe. Mrs. Tambe, I have followed your story. I have read up about it, and I must tell you today, at a more personal level, that I am absolutely amazed at the kind of personal fortitude that you have shown. I can understand the tinge of cynicism that you expressed right at the start of the show when we started discussing the subject. But what keeps you going, Mrs. Tambe? How do you view what's going on between India and Pakistan today?
Hope, I suppose hope. I mean, till we get a definite proof that convinces us that these people are not there, it's difficult. I can tell you it's very difficult to live like this, but hope keeps us going, that's all.
Well, ma'am, I salute you for your strength. Thank you very much for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.